what a wild and unpredictable scenario we now have for you fans as we try to determine who the next WCW champion will be on this program. The unlikely duo of the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett and Booker T, will face another unlikely duo of Big Papa Pump and Sting.
This isn't right. I don't know who the heck above average Mike Sanders thinks he is, what the cat thinks he's doing, but Mr. Russo's in charge. Mr. Russo's in charge. It should be Jarrett and Steiner for the world title. Instead, it's tag partners composed of enemies, and the winners face each other later. All of a sudden, tag partners who are enemies now become enemies again. What the hell kind of sense does that make? Well, and Mr. Below Average Mike Sanders, he's the one that negotiated things with the cat backstage. What we've got are four men who are going to have to put differences aside as much as they can to try and win a tag team match, only to let them fire up one more time to win the world title later tonight.
Never thought I would say this, but here comes Jeff Jarrett's tag team partner, a man he has gone round and round with, Booker T.
This is quite an honor for Booker T. I'm sure you'd agree with that. Oh, you're insane. Remember, for 2-3 months, these men on top every night, night after night, pay-per-view, Thunder, Nitro, you name it. These two men at war for the World Heavyweight Championship now. They've got to rely on each other to get a shot at the big goal.
They were fighting each other for the title back then, Scott. Now they're teaming together for a shot at the title as Medasian leads in. The man himself, Big Papa Pump, who will team with Sting in this tag team matchup tomorrow. We're going to be down in Long Beach, California at the Long Beach Arena for a big night of Thunder taping for air this Wednesday on TBS. Don't forget that airs at 9:35. We'll see you down in Long Beach tomorrow. Make sure you join us as we'll start about 7:30 local time. Here comes Big Papa Pump. Remember, he got right up in the collar of Mike Sanders and said, Sting and I hate each other. There was a time, though, when he and Sting were very, very close in the not-too-distant past.
Was it time when Scott Steiner carried Sting, you mean?
That's not what I said and not what I meant.
No, I've said it. I've proven it. There's only one genetic freak here. There's only one physical phenomena, and I am the supernatural. So Booker T, Jeff Jarrett, tonight I'm gonna kick both your asses.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
That is Scott Steiner up and down when it comes to being the champion. He has no friends. Even a man he's been very close to in Jeff Jarrett. The lights dim, the lightning strikes, the thunder rings out, and here comes Sting.
Now, Tony, isn't that the way it's supposed to be? With that world title on the line, the most coveted prize in sports entertainment? Should there be any friends out there? I don't think so. I think Scott Steiner has the right attitude. That's why I like his chances tonight. And Scott Steiner is still hungry. Don't forget, as Sting comes to the ring, 7 times World Heavyweight Champion. Jeff Jarrett 4 times. Booker T twice. Scott Steiner has never won the World Heavyweight Championship. He may be the hungriest on the 4 men in the ring. See, I might differ there. Sting has been saying it's time to get back in the title picture. Sting has been saying it's time to be back in main events. Well, show us something, Marcel Marceau. Get down with your bad self and reestablish yourself as a top guy. The path for Sting to that means starts right now.
We have a couple of matches to give you for Halloween Havoc that we've just been handed, and we'll give them to you during the course of the remainder of this telecast. Halloween Havoc, of course, coming up in 27 days from the MGM Grand, sponsored by Electronic Arts, WCW Backstage Assault. And now, the question is, going toward Halloween Havoc, who is the WCW champion going to be? One of these 4 men tonight will walk away with the gold, because 2 of these 4 men, the winning team, must come back to face each other one-on-one later on here tonight, live at the Cow Palace in San Francisco.
We've got a volatile situation. 4 tremendous athletes, 4 tremendous egos, and hanging above it all, the World Heavyweight Championship. This is an easy match to call. The partners on both teams hate each other. Whichever team somehow puts that hatred aside and learns to function will win this match and then face each other for the world title. Sting and Scott Steiner are going to bury the hatchet for a second. Jarrett and Booker going to do the same. Whoever does it better wins and gets a shot at the goal.
Leapfrog that time by Jarrett, and Sting puts the brakes on and hammers Jarrett in the chest. And with a right cross, caught him in the jaw and sitting down. Sting is so explosive, truly one of the most explosive individuals ever. There you see, great acceleration, hitting the far side ropes and driving Jeff Jarrett out of the mat. Here he comes again, running through.
Both men looking for a tag. Here we go. Here we go. Clean tag, and now it's going to be Scott Steiner and Booker T.
And then long look by Booker T, not only knowing who he's going in against, that's a little bit of respect, glancing towards Scott Steiner, still with that nose brace, that face brace on, as Steiner turns around to jab at the fence. Booker calmly waiting for Scott Steiner to hook it up here. Who's it going to be? What two men will go on?
It's amazing that Scott Steiner has never been world champion with all his talent, all his power, all his ability. Maybe tonight's his night, finally.
There's been a couple of factors there. One is that he's so explosive. His temper sometimes has gotten the better of him. The fans are subtly behind Booker T here in this matchup, Scott Hudson.
No question about it, Scott Steiner. That's an imposing face mask. Remember, Goldberg went yard on his face with a lead pipe backstage several Nitros ago. Steiner still feeling the effects, tunnel elbow with Booker T.
Finally, a lockup between these two as they go back to the neutral corner. And Scott Steiner did not get a clean break, and he is just hammering the head of Booker and out of the midsection. Scott Steiner, in many ways, is as methodical and as calculating, knows how to hurt just anybody. He went to the jaw, he went to the midsection, and now he's working on the chest and the throat, trying to take the wind out of Booker T here early on.
You know, I've known Scott Steiner a long time. He's not really picky about what body part he breaks on you.
A lot of times he is just not uncontrolled chaos. He knows exactly what to do in the ring. And so does Booker T. Right in the face with a Harlem sidekick.
Yeah, that mask can only protect so much, guys. That mask can only protect so much. And Booker T, make no mistake about it, is a stud athlete, but Scott Steiner, take a look at the genetic freak, the real experiment in Big Papa Pump. Well, Book's so agile. I mean, as powerful as Booker T is, he can't contest Big Papa Pump power on power. I really believe he's wrestling the right match when he's in there with Scott Steiner.
You got to think about what's going through the minds of these combatants.
Oh, here go the buddies. Let's go, buddies. Wrestle each other. Sting and Booker. Oh, we've seen this happen before. They will throw the friendship out the window when the world title is at stake.
Yeah, they're not that close to buddy. That was proved a couple of weeks ago on this telecast. As you said, when it comes down to the WCW title, your partner, though, is a man that you're noted to looking at across the ring, one of your hated enemies.
It is a psychological quagmire, Tony.
And now they're counting on these guys to watch their back. Booker T runs right over Sting. Sting ducking low. Sting trying to help Booker T with the momentum, sent him into the ropes. He bounced off. He caught him in the midsection. Sting with the right cross. It almost put Booker T off his feet.
Throw sportsmanship out the window that Sting just did. A right cross.
Madden talking about sportsmanship. There's a new first here on WCW Monday Nitro.
I like a good clean match.
Yeah, I know you do.
We're talking about the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, wait a minute. Scott Steiner hawking a loogie right at Booker T. Like that needs a little more fuel on the fire.
Booker T needs to shut this out and try to go on to the later match here. And Scott Steiner is doing what he wants, and that's to get Booker T upset.
He always does what he wants. And what he wants tonight is to finally be world champion. Tonight's Big Papa Pump's night. I can feel it.
Okay, we're going to see here.
Let's not forget strategy. Maybe Scott Steiner trying to distract Booker T, take him out of his game, to coin a phrase, and let Sting score a quick 1-2-3.
Side headlock applied here by Sting as Booker tries just to push his way out of it. They're back into the corner. The referee who's calling for clean break, and Booker does not give one. Does not give a clean break, and there's an uppercut. Sting backed away that time to allow Booker to back off. He did not. So now Sting sends him in very hard. That elbow rocked the head of Sting. Sting's wobbling, and he runs into a lariat. How about that exchange?
Think about the quagmire that Jeff Jarrett's in. He's over there cheering on his hated arch rival, Booker T.
Well, he wants to face Booker T later tonight. And, of course, Scott Steiner wants to face Sting later tonight.
Oh, Scott Steiner with an assist over the top goes Booker T.
Sting reaches down deep and paintbrushes the side of the head with a clenched fist.
That's his own partner. Now Jarrett's in there against Steiner.
How about this? Sting and Booker on the outside. Jarrett and Steiner, who are arm in arm, protesting now. But not the... No!
Right over here at the announced position.
You know, you can feel it between these two. Look at that. Booker T took those shots against the table and sent Sting in. Meanwhile, as Booker tries to get in the ring, Scott Steiner's there to cut him off. Oh, take a breath. What physicality we're witnessing here. It's amazing. Between friends, between enemies, between partners.
Hey, you got to admit, so far, with a few exceptions, the teamwork between the enemies has been pretty good on both sides.
Seeing Jarrett and Steiner go at it like they were. These guys have been watching each other's back for months. And now this is what it's about when you're vying for the most prestigious title in all of WCW. Elbow drop with a big man cover. And he doesn't want to cover. He wants to show off. He wants to show that he's still got a lot left, although we knew it anyway.
Come on, Scotty, win the match. Get your shot at the title and then get the title. Like Scott Steiner is going to think logically inside the squared circle. This guy has got a couple of screws loose.
Sometimes I think he thinks a little bit more logically, Scott, than we give him credit for, especially when it comes to being able to take apart an opponent. Down goes Booker T over the top from Steiner. Steiner methodically hits the ropes as Booker T is down. Booker T had his steam. Scott Steiner. Booker T was very close to making a tag that time, but didn't reach up. I'm not so sure that Booker knew where he was.
Well, it may be that he did not trust Jeff Jarrett.
That's right.
He might tag in Jarrett and he'll double team it.
But he's got to get in. He's enemy, a fresh man, one would think. If he wants to go on to vie for the WCW title, look at that. He caught him. And Scott Steiner with all the power and all the strength. The lower back on the top turnbuckle pad. Booker T slips from behind. Scott Steiner with much of a miss. And down he goes.
What a match so far. What intensity, what fire, what fury, what physicality. Oh! Spine buster on Scott Steiner. Well, if he's got a weak point, it is the spine, his back.
Jarrett straining to make the tag, and Double J will come in. Jarrett gets the tag. Booker T needed it. There's nothing else he can do, and Jarrett is hammering Scott Steiner.
Booker T appeared to be shaken up in the aftermath of delivering Scott Steiner the spine buster.
The chosen one meets the bottom of the boot. A big pump belly to belly, and he crushed him to the mat.
Scott Steiner is the suplex king.
But he doesn't go for the pin. Once again, the fans get the focus away from Steiner, and that may be a mistake. Trying the full Nelson, and the mule kick equalized that.
Steiner tags in Sting.
Yes, sir. Sting could be the wild card here. If anybody's fresh, it's Sting. Outside goes Jarrett. Two of these men, the winning team, goes on tonight to vie for the WCW Heavyweight Championship. Who will it be? What two? I mean, these guys are giving us everything and more. Battling all four men.
Scott Steiner just hit Sting, his own partner, to get an extra look at Jarrett.
I didn't think he knew where he was, Mark, that time.
Oh, wait a minute, reverse.
Into a safety rail, meanwhile in the ring. Booker T nails Steiner. Battles on the outside. Battle on the inside. Are these guys legal? I don't think they are.
Who knows? I don't think they're the legal men.
No, because Sting got the tag in and Jarrett was in.
Well, the referee, Billy Sullivan, is watching Booker T and Scott Steiner.
That's kick. I wouldn't let a spinneroonie.
Spinneroonie. Damn that spinneroonie.
Well, you need to say it better, Madden.
Spinneroonie.
Thank you. Oh, side kick caught the referee.
The 2-for-1 special. Wait a minute. The acoustic equalizer.
Who's it going to hit, though?
It's going to be. No. It was going to be Sting. Jarrett.
Sting. As he was going to Booker T. Jarrett covers 1, 2, 3. Was Steiner covering Booker at the same time?
I think he was. Was he covering Booker or just holding it away? Now, who were the legal men there? Did Billy Silverman even know who the legal men were in his condition? Jeff Jarrett and Booker T are gonna move on to face each other for the World Heavyweight Championship one more time.